Hey guys, and welcome back to Bad Faith. Someone's calling her name. I hear something? No, it's just my mind. It's nothing. Magda. Again, that voice. There's definitely a voice here calling for me? But who? Magda. It's me. I know he can hear me. There's no doubt now. That voice that cuts through my hazy mind like a blade. That's the name sits on my tongue, waiting to be called. Nils? Nils? And as if suggested into existence, Nils emerges from the void of my mind. How long has it been? When did I even see them last? They're still beautiful in that ethereal, celestial way, but they look far worse. Their thick golden curls are caked with blood, their skins tightly stretched over their bones, with barely any suggestion of muscle. There are more cuts and bruises that are across their body. This is what they've been through all this time. But when Nils dies, the haven won't be powered up anymore, right? You know, your lady restarted her experiments on me. She wanted me to be a better battery. So she attached new wires to my back. When it all started, I was screaming in pain. I wanted you to save me. But you didn't come like you promised, like you said you would. Anyways, here we are, talking again. It seems I've reached the end of my road. But it seems that hag hurt you too. I don't respond. They're not wrong. Not at all. But the more I think about it, the less I can come up with an excuse. Yeah, even though Cerise and Eve did this to me, Lady Amorous gave them the freedom to make me this way. Oh, Magda. You must feel so conflicted right now. After all this, after all you've been through. Conflicted doesn't even begin to cover it. I understand completely. All this abuse, it wears at your body, your soul. You never deserved any of this. I'm sorry, Magda. Something about Nils feels off. Their tone, their gestures, this visit itself. I know they're all calculated moves. Nils knows I don't completely trust them, and yet they still came to see me. In the black of my unconsciousness, as I sit on the verge of death, determining whether I should take the leap. So, why are you really here, Nils? Why visit someone who didn't keep their promise with you? Why bother with this? I know you got something in your mind. Something to do with me. You're a perceptive one, Magda. Yes, I have my own reasons for wanting to see you, despite you not keeping our promise. I need a favor from you. A favor that, should you accept, will ultimately help us both. At this point, I'll take anything. What is it? Well, I want you to break us out of here. How? I'm chained to a wall within the prison cell. I've barely eaten anything. Highly doubt I have enough energy to live, let alone escape. How could I help? Nils laughs wearily. That's where the fun part comes in. Magda, I'd like for you to become one with me. If I siphon my soul within your body, then your strength should return, and then some. Together we can escape. After that, we could do whatever we want, so long as our souls remain intact. I don't have any other option, do I? If I don't accept, we'll both die as prisoners with the life beaten out of us. If I do, I don't know what will happen. What will happen if I share my body with someone inhuman? Man, doesn't matter. Like, what? Why are you judging so hard? I was ready to die. Ready to give up. I mean, the sec heads and Lady Amorous are, like, eating her body. I mean, you guys are all kind of eating, like, part of her body, so what does it matter? I was ready to die, ready to give up on everything. But now I've been given one last chance. One last way out. One last way to be free. And I'll be able to do whatever I want. If this plan works, I think the rewards will be worth the risk. It's not like I have anything else to live for. Fine. I'll work with you. What do I need to do? Oh, excellent. I'm relieved you came around to it. It's simple, really. A little more confident. Nils offers her hand to me. In the center of their palm, there's a gaping bloody hole. I wonder if Lady Amorous punched right through it. I tried to ignore the wound as I clasped her hand. Nils pulls me flush to their chest. I can feel their firm embrace, their formerly strong muscles, their fading warmth. They whisper something into my ear. The words are mysterious. They're in an ancient language, one I can't speak, can't comprehend. But I know that every word is filled with power. I can feel it. Oh, all that, yes. I'm not gonna even attempt to say all that. The words are finished. Nils pulls back, releasing me. It dissolved into the darkness, a beautiful mirage fading away, and then nothing. Was that it? I guess so. Typical. Must have failed. Guess I should have expected this. Every time I've given a shred of hope, it's taken away from me at the very last moment. Wait, my heart? It's stinging? Like there's a candle setting it alight. A soft tingling in the core of my body. It's a flame. It spreads to my chest, warming me gently. It's a fire. My torso is burning. I begin to sweat. It stings worse. Worse and worse and worse. It's an inferno. My entire body is set alight. Huh? Oh. Oh, it hurts. I'm overwhelmed by my body non-stop burning and the number of memories flooding into my brain. It's like my body could burst at any moment. And yet, it doesn't burst at all. I'm awake. It's cold. It's dark. I'm still trapped in my cell, but I can stand. That's great. So I do. Chains links that bind to my ankles to the wall cling together. I tried to raise my arms, stretched them out. My injuries, my bruises, the ones Cerise gave me, they're all gone. My legs don't ache anymore. Neither does my chest. I'm all better. So what do you think? Nils? Yes, it's me. How do you feel now? A lot better, I imagine. Well, thank you. That was very thoughtful. Well, there's no need for that. This comment was always going to be my last resort. I'm glad you made it possible. Now give your manacles to a little tug, won't you? I do as I'm told. I expect to feel only the climbing resistance of my cuffs and chains. After all, I am working on my body strength. It won't get me out of here. But as soon as I pull the end of the chain that pins me to the wall, the bolt that secured it budges. With another gentle flick of my ankles, the bolt is turned off the wall. What the? So you did receive my powers. Wonderful. Just wonderful. See, if she wasn't caught off guard, she would have evaded all the darts. I got her. I was worried your weak little body wouldn't be able to handle them. Now getting out of here would be so much easier. Aren't you excited? Yeah. Thank you, Nils. Thank you. You see, Magda? When us loners stick together, everything works out. Now why don't you get us out of this awful place once and for all? Right. You're right. Let's make break for it. Okay, we're escaping. I walk to the inner cell door and pull it open. The door rips off. Strong. Wow. Okay. The door rips off, its hinges unpinned from the door frame. All that's left between me and the world is the outer gates. I really wish Cerise would show up right now. That would be so nice. I grab the iron bars, sliding my hands in between the gaps. With a quick twist of my wrist, the bars are ripped apart as easily as copper wires. I lean out and look around. No one's patrolling. No one will see me. Quietly, I slip outside the confines of my cell. I hope you can free other people. But this newfound freedom makes me freeze. What should I do next? Where should I go now? Who should I be? I had never considered the future beyond the prison behind me. And now that I'm outside, I'm rendered helpless by the vast possibilities before me. Magda? Magda? Magda, snap out of it. Get yourself together. We can't stay here. If we linger any longer than we should, we'll be caught. Besides, I've got somewhere we can go. So let me get out of there. We can figure out everything else later. I sense the urgency in Neil's voice, as well as an inherent studied understanding of the place we're in. Of course they know. They were trapped here for a very long time. It's no surprise they know this place like the back of their hand. Alright then, let me show you the way. First you need to take a right and go down that corridor. Stop when I tell you to. Oh, it's the same building. Oh, of course it is. Neil's directions lead me to a large, winding staircase. The shape, orientation, and material are all painfully familiar. They're the very same stairs I used to visit them down in their lab. My stomach drops as I look up. I've been up these stairs before, and yet right now, they seem insurmountable. Even if I do have my strength back, running to this top floor would still take a lot of time. And, knowing Lady Amorous, the fences of this place might have changed while I was imprisoned. Now there could be cameras. They could be taped, tracked. Hell, that might have already happened, so there may be people on their way to catch us, or, oh Magda and your anxiety. There's no reason to be worried. I have a faster method, if you're up for it. Alright. What do you have in mind? Remember that dream I sent you? The one with their stargate and a beautiful sunrise? The one where you saw me heading down to the earth? I want to try something. I don't question them. I do as I'm told and close my eyes. I imagine the great expanse of purple, pink, and orange, the sky brilliantly burning with the beautiful sunrise. I remember Neil soaring through that expanse, their beautiful white wings, their golden hair whipping around, their proud, confident smile. Once again I pretended I'm one of their feathers, lighter than air, carried about by the powerful wind, free to travel where I wish. There's a whoosh. My surroundings go cold. My body feels like something is lifting me further, more than it should. I open my eyes, and before I know it, are we really in the sky? I'm hurling towards the sky at breakneck speed. The little gray building is far below me. The forest concealing is far below me. The island is far below me. Already I feel myself slowing down. My heart jumps into my throat. At any moment, I expect gravity to right the wrongness of me being up so high. At any moment, I'll be pulled downwards. My body will be smashed into a bloody pulp on the forest floor. But I don't fall. Something holding me up, keeping me airborne, something large and powerful and light. I look upwards. Holy shit! 2 large wings are sprouting from my head. Oh? When I said my powers came with me, I mean all of them. Oh, so if she was just able to go out, she would be able to fly out of there. Now you can fly. We can go wherever we please, with an area of care in the world. Thank you, Nils. Seriously. We soar for a while, taking in the sights, looking at the horizon, at everything beyond the haven. The sun is setting. Darkness begins to cover the land and water all around me. I've never seen a dusk like this before. Then Nils asked me a sudden question. Magda, would you like to see who you are now? I nod. Closing my eyes again, Nils takes over. Their soul makes my body dive down to the vast lake surrounding the haven. Once I feel the spray of something cool and wet gently tickling my feet, I open my eyes, hovering above the vast, clear waters of the lake. And for the first time in what felt like an eternity, I finally see my own reflection. My hair is white, the whites of my eyes are black, my pupils are red, and of course there are the wings, pale and stretched out wide in their full glory, spanning a length far greater than that of my own body. Look at how beautiful we are. I think this appearance suitably reflects the power of our union. Don't you? Yeah, it does. The shell of my body is my own, but the path, the powers, the parts, the powers, the colors are from Nils. We're one being, one entity made from two entities made into one, a union, a marriage, an embodied coexistence. I don't think Magda can describe this new existence, this new person. Magda meant high tower. It was a name that pedestaled those names with it, that elevated them to great heights in their own world. Magda never suited me as I always was, as I am now, so I need a new name for my new existence. And what would that be? What would you like to call the you see before you? Who are you? Lilia. I want to be Lilia. Like the flower. One that's always beautiful. That's always loved for being itself. Nils gasped softly. Lilia. What a pretty name. And a fitting one too. Naming yourself after a flower that's as white as your hair. So, Lilia, what would you like to do next? Even though Nils no longer has a body, I can feel them giving me an expectant smirk. They're waiting for an answer from me. Well, what would Lilia want to do? Now that she has far more power and freedom than she ever dreamed of, I've got an idea. Their beatings, their harassment, their abuse, all justified, all ignored. I remember the lessons they never learned, the cruelty they saved just for me, the karma building up that never seemed to reach them. I can fix that. I can fix that right now. How about we give Cerise and Eve a visit? Honestly, Cerise deserves it more. She needs to get beat. I think I want to give your powers a little test drive. Doesn't that sound exciting? Oh my. Oh my, my, my. How delightful. How truly, utterly delightful, Lilia. They roll my new name delectably. Clearly, they like what I'm thinking. Well, I think that's a wonderful idea. After all, I have my own unfinished business with the Haven. Yes. So, what are we waiting for? I'm way too excited for this. Let's go have some fun. Yes. Let's. With a light chuckle, we soar back to the island. Oh. Oh, Cerise, I haven't seen you in a while. I hope you've been keeping well. Oh, hey, Eve. Yeah, I'm all good. It's been a pretty average week for me. To be honest, though, being ahead's a lot of work. All the paperwork meetings and the discipline. It's such a pain in the ass sometimes. Ha, it does take us some getting used to, I'm afraid. Yeah, fair. I mean, I haven't done this as long as you, but you and I both know I'll catch up. You know me, Eve. Before I was promoted, I was the most hardworking member of my sec. I churned through 6 major pieces in a year, and that's not counting all the editing, help, and advice that I gave to other writing sec members. Oh no, absolutely. Still though, becoming a sect head is a major change of pace. I remember when I first became the head of the research sec. I was so young. When you were appointed, everyone was shocked. Me included. You were literally a teenager. No one that young had been appointed the head before. But it wasn't like the head before you was great. The other sec members are trying to cope with her clusterfuckery. You got along with them really well. True. She was so disorganized that I ended up directing the workflow for projects for that year. I had to do something about it. Otherwise, everyone in the sec would have been lost. Everyone was glad she was taken away, you know, after the other heads found her stashes of smuggled books. Good riddance. Absolutely. Looking for someone who can handle that intense workload stressed Lady Amherst out. I think Lady Amherst heard about your reputation within the research sect. Back then, people said you and your team literally saved the sect from collapsing. I'm 99% certain she picked up on your strong work ethic and camaraderie with your fellow members. And in the end, that's why I came round to her choice. Your age didn't matter, but your contributions to the Haven did. Yes, hard work and community loyalty leads to prosperity. In fact, my sect still remains efficient, productive, and totally in favor of my leadership style. Okay. Though with all that said, there were many other research sect members who were critical to maintaining its work. He had amazing researchers who read double the material of any other girl within a day. Prolific report writers who could easily and vividly communicate our ideas. Creative thinkers who thought of new exciting ways to teach and protect the Haven. All these talented women were critical to supporting our projects, to making everything work, to keeping everything organized. And they would have made excellent candidates for the head position. And yet, I'm not surprised that I, above everyone else, was still chosen. The rest of the Haven, they're well, you know, Cerise, with the ones who aren't like us. We share the same sentiments about them. What? That most of them will go insane sooner or later? Yeah, that makes sense. Guess Lady Amherst had no choice but to pick you. You were the perfect head candidate for the research sect. Intelligent, organized, and resistant to all forms of insanity. The last thing's not common in this community after all. At all. If you threw a banned comic at a crowd here, I guarantee you 95% of the girls within it would take a peek inside. Only a few of us here have the willpower to ignore it. But I guess that makes us special, huh? You know what, seriously, of all people, I can't believe she's talking like this, so she's the most violent. Like she's like a psychopath. Yes, special. That's what we are. The best this island has to offer. Heh. Yeah, we totally... Oh. That's gonna get me. What was that? Cerise, shh. Stay. Very still. Are we being watched? That... I don't know. Okay. I think we're all clear. Oh, thank God. Must have been a small animal. Probably nothing serious. Yeah, no one in this community would stalk others. They wouldn't dare. Especially not their sect heads. I mean, the punishments are severe. If someone was eavesdropping right now. Oh! Oh, God. Cerise? Cerise? Huh? What? What happened? Are you... Ugh. I wonder if they recognize her. But... Who is that? Ugh. My body hurts. There are cuts everywhere. Where am I? And why do I feel so stiff? What's happening to me? Oh, I can barely see. It's dark out. There's no candles, no lighting anywhere. No sign of paving trails or buildings anywhere. It must be somewhere remote. But there's a feeling of cool air around me. If I look up, I see broad black branches, a dark sky above, a small sliver of the moon. I'm in the middle of the forest? What am I doing here? How did I get here? Where did Cerise go? Is she alright? I've got to go. I need to find her. Cerise? Cerise? Huh? I can't move at all. I'm trapped? Why am I tied down? I need to get out of here. Escape. Find Cerise. Regroup. I've got to find knots, undo them, run into the forest, and return to the haven. Somebody in my sect is bound to have noticed I've gone missing. I don't know what they'd do if I wasn't there. And Cerise, I need to find her. We can't lose a head now. How will the writing sect survive otherwise? Most importantly, I've got to find out who did this. Who dare threaten us, their trusted leaders? Who deserves punishment? But I can't think of anyone in our community that would do this. People love us. Okay. The other heads love us. Lady Amaris loves us. So who would do such a thing? Hello! Been a while, hasn't it? It's a lovely evening tonight. Aren't the stars beautiful? I don't know the person standing in front of me. I've never seen anyone like them. Their hair is white. Their eyes are red. There are tufts of feathers where their ears should be. No human has ever looked like this being. And yet I feel like I've seen them before. The curve of their jawline, the shape of their eyes, their body, their hair, their voice. They all bother me. I feel like I should know them. That I should recognize these features. Oh, look, you're thinking again. Tell me. What are you thinking about? What do you plan to do when you head back home? What will you eat for breakfast tomorrow? What extra work needs doing? Or maybe, who's trapping you? Where are you, Eve? Where's Cerise yet? Where Cerise is? Eve? Cerise? How would you know our names? Ah, that got your attention. I know a lot, Eve. Maybe even more than you do. But I can see you're concerned about your dear friend. Don't worry, I know where she is. In fact, I'm more than happy to show you. It'll just be like watching a private movie. How about it? A lump forms in my throat. The cheer in her voice feels forced. The questions, the remarks, they're all hinting at something. Something deeper. Something sinister. The being extends their hands to my face. Their palms cover my eyes, shutting out what little light is presented here. Their callous flesh sits rough against my skin. Here you go. Just for you, a special moment with your dear friend. Once again, my vision goes black. Oh. I wake up in a room in front of a flickering projection. A fair square of white lights empty of imagery. There's nothing going on in it yet. The room is silent, save for the whirring of a projector behind my head. It's just like the research sex film room, ready to screen a movie tape. I hear a familiar click. Film has been loaded into the projector. I don't know who loaded it. Another click, and the film begins. Okay, let's watch. I see Cerise, unconscious, asleep, tied to a tree in the middle of the forest, just like me except for the time of the day. The dimming, honey gold sunset makes everything visible. Groggily, she wakes up. As she gathers her bearings, she grows more and more panicked. She screams, out of anger, out of fear. She wants to be found. She wants to be saved. The white being appears from the undergrowth. Slowly they walk in front of her, smile sweetly, lean down. Cerise is frozen, terrified. They whisper something in her ear. I can't tell what it is. But the more they speak, the more Cerise shakes and struggles to free herself. Cerise finds the knots near the back of the tree. She latches a hand into one and begins tugging it forward. If she times herself right, she can free herself and run back home. But before the knot makes its way to her front, the being punches her in the face, hard. Cerise is momentarily stunned. She shakes it off. She takes a deep breath. Slowly she turns towards her captor, gritting her teeth. She's really tough, I gotta admit that. The projection pauses. Cerise is frozen mid-grimace on the screen. Her captor walks in front. The image of Cerise's face distorts over their pale, thin body. They give me a broad grin. So sorry for the interruption, Eve. I noticed you had trouble hearing what I was saying to Cerise. That's entirely on me. I forgot to turn up the volume earlier. But don't worry, you don't miss much. This is where things get good. So please, take a listen. They bend down and tweak something underneath the projector machine before standing up and walking away. And the film resumes. What? What the hell did you just do to me? How dare you? This girl is not scared. How dare you hit me? How dare? Be quiet. Honestly, mind your manners. Who are you to tell me how to behave? She's very entitled. Oh god. You're in the Haven. I have authority here. I write the rules for this island. I know what's right and what's wrong better than anyone else. I get to... Oh, Cerise. Cerise. Is that how a leader should act? How a respected community leader should behave? Lording her power over everyone else out loud? Oh, but you can't help it, can you? How do you know my... Questions. Quit asking so many damn questions. You don't deserve to know. Know who I am, know why I'm here, know what's going to happen to you. 'Cause you're just a jerk. 'Cause deep down, you love to hurt people. 'Cause you love to shove people around, insult them, and intimidate them. 'Cause you want to be better than everyone else. 'Cause despite how cruel you are to others, your stupid little community never punishes you for it. In fact, they reward you. Your people egg you on. Give you more tools to abuse others. Always tell you that you're right. Even when you aren't. There's a sickening crunch every time their fist connects with Cerise's jaw, her nose, her mouth. She tries to scream, but a hand shoots out to press on her throat, muffling it down into a strangled cry. The punches don't stop. They hit again, and again, and again, harder and harder. Blood begins to taint their delicate yet punishing hand. Muscle and bones start to peek through the newly bruised, splitting skin. A particular hard hit lands, and a tiny white piece flies out. Then another, then yet another. Cerise's captor stops. They step back, pausing to look at their handiwork. Oh, her face is now a bloody mess. She's barely recognizable. You know, Cerise, you may be tolerated in this world, but this world isn't the whole world. You know what most of the world would call you for acting like this? Those insane people that you love to ridicule? A bully. That's all you'll ever be, Cerise. A jealous bully who takes out her anger on everyone else. And you know what bullies like you deserve? With one hand, the being slams Cerise's head against the tree she's bound to. Cerise lets out a guttural howl of pain. They ball their other hand into a fist and raise their thumb, a mocking gesture of approval. This. They thrust their thumb into Cerise's eye socket. Ooh, she's really torturing her. And begin to twist it. Ah. Huh? Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. These Eve's like, oh my god, I don't want that to happen to me. Well, she's not very proud like Cerise. My throat's burning with bile. I think I'm going to vomit. I can't watch this. This is awful. I can't stand. I have to get out of here. I need to. I won't say you can leave, Eve. My body won't leave my seat. My capture wrenches my head forward, back to the projection. The being has extracted their prize. Cerise eyeball, glistening and wet with nervous tissue, muscle, and blood cupped into their hand. Turned around with longing, revenant affection, like a sacred relic. How gorgeous. How utterly gorgeous. What a shame this belongs to someone like you. But have no fear. I'll take the other one off you too. Soon it'll all be over. With that, the being scrunches her hand again, lifts their thumb, shoves it into Cerise's other socket. Cerise shrieks. I can't look away. I witness every single second of its removal. The noises, the sights, the sensations. A dear friend being blinded and beaten to a pulp. I puke in my lap. I can't concentrate anymore. What did I do to deserve this? Surely this can't be real. Someone wake me up. Get me out of this awful nightmare. Oh, quit worrying. You'll miss the finale. And we can't have that, Eve. My gaze is locked onto the projection once again. With vomit all over my uniform, I await the final scene, unable to look away. Okay. Bright blood dribbles down Cerise's mouth and neck. All she can do is gurgle unintelligibly. The being slowly draws back, fist closed around something, hand dripping with gore. Her fingers collapse around the item with their other hand and draw it out. The fleshy wet organ appears, dangling like a prime of meat. They bring the flesh up to their mouth, nibble, then bite, then chew. They chew on Cerise's tongue like a tuck shop candy, savoring each bite, licking their lips with delight. The last well-tasted morsel disappears into their mouth as quickly as it was taken. In dusting off their hands, the being walks up, stained in rust brown and red. Cerise remains behind in the distance, a mutilated lump of flesh, left to slowly bleed to death. I wonder if they're gonna leave their bodies. They're gonna probably leave their body in the haven somewhere to scare them. I feel bad for the other girls because honestly, they're kind of innocent to this. It's really the head sex and Lady Amorous that's guilty. You hear another loud click. The projection stops and the room disappears. There's light. I can see again. And I find myself outside the architectural sex building, surrounded by crafting tools, right next to the old wood chipper used for scraping on projects. Oh, hello. It's lovely to have you back. Didn't you enjoy that little show? It was exciting, wasn't it? I bet you felt like you were missing out. But don't worry, it's your turn with me now. Before we begin, though, I need to make a few arrangements. Oh no. Please don't. Please don't hurt me. I started looking for a means to escape. I look outside through the window. It's dawn. No one's there. Since Grace started managing the architectural sec, early hours were abolished. Oh, sucks for you. Why would anyone be here? Oh God, help me. Wow, you look excited already. It's a shame that your surprise would be far more brief than Cerise's. I'm sure we'll savor every moment we share together. Shall we take the chipper for a test run? My captor presses the wood chipper switch. With a series of stutters, mechanical whirs, and roars, the machine comes alive. The dial is set to maximum speed. Nearby, the being takes out a folder from the tool shelf. In one fluid gesture, they open it and draw out its contents. Wait. Are those? I thought your paper would be perfect for this little test drive. I mean, they're so easy to shred. No, hang on. Hang on. Those papers are precious to me. I worked on them for months. You clearly don't know the value of hard labor and the impact those documents have. My captor doesn't listen to my screams. They opened up one of my papers, my seminal work on sect organization that influenced head practices to this day. They're ignoring me. Let's see, what do we have here? Oh my, I can't read any of this. It's just a meaningless wordy drivel. And you call yourself the head of the research sec. And you couldn't even teach the youngest member here with this crap. Shame on you. Oh well, in they go then. I'm sure no one will miss this. After all, its floater was pretty dusty. Without a care, they tossed my paper into the wood chipper. As my life's work is scrapped, the machine gives a metallic shriek. Out of the machine comes pale puffs of shredded paper. They're too small to piece back together. All my efforts, all my pride, turn into unsalvageable confetti. All I can do is stare. Now you know what it feels like, how much it stings to lose everything that defined you, that made you proud, that made you beloved. And now for the main event. I've heard that Haven is dealing with a lot of bullshit right now. Let's deal with the source of it all. Oh yeah. The being grasped me, so ties up, and bring me over to the machine. They dangled me into the wide, gaping openings at its top. The deadly gears within whirred rapidly, awaiting my imminent arrival. They put me down this instant. Let me go. Why are you doing this? I don't know who you are. What problem could you possibly have with a researcher trying to better her own community? Oh, so you still haven't figured it out? You, the smartest person in the Haven? Wow. The bar must really be on the floor here. Again, the uncomfortable familiarity of their voice burns in the back of my head. Their body, their face. Where have I seen it before? Hey, Eve. Do you remember making somebody's life absolute hell? Hurting her for fun while pretending it was your duty all along? Sending her for punishment as soon as you could, because you never believed in her to start with? Leaving her to rot, to be forgotten by everyone else? Eve, what did you have against Magda all this time? Ah? No. No wonder you seem familiar. That explains everything. The body, the face, the insanity. Oh, okay. All hers. All unforgettable. Magda, I promise, I swear, I'll cross my heart and say it again and again. If you spare me now, I'll leave you be forever. I mean this sincerely. I can't just die yet. My community needs me. I have to be there for them, Magda. Besides, there's no reason for you to stay here. You're no longer a part of this world, remember? You're right. I don't plan on coming back here. I want to leave this stupid island once and for all. But you know, something about you always bothered me. Such a good study, you never questioned the boundaries of the world that's confined you. Who set them? Why they existed in the first place? And you did all you did was obey Lady Amorous and punish people indiscriminately. You destroyed people who had done no tangible harm to the Haven itself. What kind of scholar are you? I had my fun with you and Cerise, but I'm bored now. So let's get something straight. You're an egotistical hypocrite. You just won't admit it. Now let's get this over with. I've got other things I need to do. Goodbye. Huh? No, wait! Please stop. Stop, Magda. Please stop the blades. They hurt. Oh. I mean, I don't really care about Eve, but Eve's legs twitch wildly as she shrieked. Now, as the machine chokes on her torso, her limbs have gone limp, dripping over the lip of the opening. Jumps of gore lie trapped between the blades. A smashed eyeball spreads onto a knife edge. Remains of a stomach, contents poured everywhere. Coil of an intestine woven in between the teeth of the gears. She's gone. She's really gone. Ha. I did it. They're finally gone. Thank you, Nils. Thank you. Thank you for letting me experience this wonderful, satisfying feeling. For letting me be free. For helping me fall in love with my impulses, my deep desires. It feels so good to finally listen to myself. Nils says nothing. I can sense them here with me, but only faintly. Maybe they're tired. But it was so much fun. Cathartic, I can say that word. Too. And I want more. This isn't enough. I need to find another to play with. Another to share my misery with. But who? Who will be next? Oh, I know. You should go back to Lady Amorous, because she deserves it. If I looked hard enough through these windows, then maybe I'll be able to find her. I've never seen the head department. I don't know what I've been looking for. I passed by 2 vacant rooms. One room's filled with instruments and measurements, old yellow drawings of a team on a corkboard, a few thank you letters pinned nearby. The other's filled with library books and a stack of scribbled on drafts, fan letters stacked up along the bed frame, so a nearby shelves of tea lights would hit words of gushing admiration just right. Somehow I knew that both those rooms would remain empty. Ah, there's her little nameplate card, on the inside next to her robes. That has to be her drawer. If I slip through the window quietly, she should be there. Yeah, she'll definitely be there, sleeping, enjoying a rest she'd long went without. Getting through the window was easier than I thought. All that barred my entry was a set of soft floral curtains. They swished at me haplessly. I thought the head dorms would be more guarded than this. But this is the haven we're talking about. Most people wouldn't dare to enter anyone's unlocked room, let alone a head's apartment. Okay, so I'm going to end the episode here today. I just hope that she doesn't go after Grace. I mean, Grace really doesn't deserve to be killed like that, because she really thought they've all been brainwashed to think that what they're doing is for the good of the haven. So the other 2 deserve that because they're just cruel for no reason. But like, he really doesn't deserve that. But yeah. Well, thank you guys so much for watching this video. See you in the next one. Bye.